Relax, boy.
Good afternoon, Miami, and welcome to another episode of Miami Fan Talk, where I'm your host, Big Philly 305. Poseidon and Willie Beeman will be on the show a little bit later. What's up, Q? Before we get into it today, I have a couple things on topic today. I'm going to talk about Dolphins training camp and other things. There was some breaking news, so I'm going to hit y'all real quick. With a breaking news banner right quick. I had to create it because somebody took it off by the name of Gordito. Here we go. Breaking news. So, as y'all know, for some of y'all who've been watching our podcast here, we've been talking about where Baker Mayfield might end up. Well, we got it official today. Breaking news: Baker Mayfield is a Carolina Panther. That's going to be interesting when it comes to training camp with Baker there. Now you have Aaron Darnold and Matt Corral, who they just drafted, who's going to come in and compete for that starting position. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens there. But the funniest thing is this guy right here. This guy right here had to come on today on the news media and eat crow. Basically saying he has no issues with Baker Mayfield. He has no issues whatsoever. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, technical difficulties. It's a low budget productions. You know what I'm saying? Low budget productions. So yeah, man, it's going to be interesting when it comes to training camp, guys. So it's going to be an interesting battle. They have a lot of key pieces there. They have Chubbs there. They still have McCafferty, and then they have DJ Moore. So it's going to be interesting. He has similar skill set position players. On that roster, similar to Cleveland, but obviously, in my opinion, the wide receiving core in Cleveland at that time was a lot better. So we're gonna see what happens. And then you had Nick Chubbs and um, Hunt as their running back. So it's gonna be no, it's not Jake Delhomme. That was let me pull it back up, guys. That's not Jake Delhomme. It's Matt Corral. He was the quarterback for Ole Miss. He got drafted this after this previous year's draft. So they have a lot of key pieces there. They have young talent, which is just as important. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there in training camp. So, without further ado, let's get into it. What we were talking about in the show is for the Dolphins training camp. Our main concerns is the offensive tackle position. So we did pick up a key left tackle and Armstead, which everybody knows about, right? But he does have injury issues. He has had injury issues in the past, and that's my biggest concern when it comes to Armstead. But the interesting thing that's going to happen, and actually it's pretty cool. I have this picture, but um, is this battle right here: Liam Meacham versus Austin Jackson, to see what happens there. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens and unfolds during training camp, which starts in a couple weeks. So we do have that going for us. Trying to get this going. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to fix this here. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. My prediction for the starting offensive line is going to be Liam Meacham at the guard position, along with Robert Hunt. And I think who's going to take over the other guard position. It's going to be what's this gentleman's name here? Can't remember his name now. The other tackle that we picked up in last year's draft. Actually, it might be actually Austin Jackson might move over to guard where they had him last year. So I could see that actually happening. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when it comes to the tackle position here with the Dolphins in the upcoming weeks. Um, Another thing that happened this week, Demarius Thomas was um, diagnosed with CTE stage 2, unfortunately. But Des Bryant came out and said something on his IG, which I thought was really cool because he has been a supporter over the years for players and their and health safety with the NFL and things like that. So it's pretty cool what they did there. Um, so something that he did say was DT88, my heart reeks, bro. It's a lot of us living with CTE, and the NFL knows it. Most importantly, the athletes who have symptoms are scared to speak. And it goes back to some of the fan base, even me sometimes, with the shut up and play. Preston Williams had a couple injuries last year when it comes to his toe, and you know it's you're getting paid all this money, you guys need to play, but at the same time, it's their body too, so they need to keep that in mind too. As fans base, you want to see these players out there and you want to see them, develop and grow, um, and play for your team and possibly lead them to a championship. So, for you, as a fan, you don't really think of all that comes into it, but these players, they go through it. So, it's a lot to think about when it comes to that. Yeah, what's going on, Willie?
Yo, yo, yo. Y'all hear me? You hear
Yeah,
me good?
I hear you fine.
All right, all
Leave it to Cubans to be late. Us Cubans, we're
right.
always late to everything.
Hey, there's another life. It's another life. Another life.
Yeah, man. What's up, guys?
Good, bro.
By the way, guys, happy
Good,
Fourth.
man.
We were all flying for Fourth of July. So happy Fourth, guys.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, man. No, so it's basically I already broke the news with Baker
Oh, yeah.
going to Carolina, which I thought was great. I did say it was between Carolina or Seattle.
I would have
So
thought they would have done that on the draft.
say it again.
I would have thought they would have done it on the draft. Draft.
But they did. They drafted Matt Corral.
Yeah, but the whole trade, though, the whole complete trade. Honestly.
Oh, like more, like as in what, more picks?
Yeah.
Ah, I mean, well, it's kind of hard for somebody to give up a lot of draft capital for Baker Mayfield, and he's proven but not proven, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So he's tough, but can he? Like for instance, there's been a couple seasons where he plays great the first half, or he plays great the second half, and he's just horrible. He's not consistent. So can he put it all together, be more consistent,
And
and
healthy.
be a more complete quarterback? So that's the next step for Baker Mayfield, and it's going to
And
be
a healthy
interesting to see.
season,
Like I said,
he's always
huh?
been hurt. And a healthy season, too. Got
You
to be
know,
him in order to make
I
noise.
wonder if the offensive line in Carolina is it any better than the offense in Cleveland.
Mm,
So that's going to be interesting to see too, because
yeah, let's see how he is.
questioning, obviously his durability,
Who
you
would you
know,
start?
um, you know, Baker's garbage truck. Yeah,
But
Q so funny. Baker, look what he. Oh man,
I
no.
heard a little bit of that podcast. Him talking about bacon. That was hilarious. They were going at it. They were going at it over there. Y'all were
Exactly, that offensive line in Cleveland was really good. When he first got drafted, they were a little. He had probably one of the worst offensive lines, but they put money into it.
yeah.
Um, but the
But
run
he
game I
did
think
step
would
to
be
a
the
good
same.
situation.
Say
He
it
did
again.
step. He did step up to a good situation. He was in a good situation.
But
Since we're
I think that his situation in
not
Cleveland was better than it is here in
yeah,
in
weapon.
yeah, because you had Landry, you had Njoku, you had your other tight end there. You had a great
Right.
offensive line. You had Nick Chubbs and Kareem Hunt.
Even when
Uh,
they had Hooper, no, they didn't have Hooper. That was Atlanta.
yeah, so they had good pieces in Cleveland, and they have a great defense. Carolina has a good defense now, but I think in some positions, not all positions, but there is some positions where they lack talent compared to what Cleveland had. So it's going to be interesting. Like Q said, he doesn't have that luxury anymore. I'm not
Uh,
sure if they're going to restructure his contract or what his contract looks like, or if he's on a contract here. He might be on a contract here. I'm not sure.
yeah, I think he
Let me
is.
double check here. Actually, what Baker's contract looks like.
Unless he gets reconstructed or
Yeah,
whatever.
but here, yeah, exactly. The issue with Baker, what he's gonna have in Carolina is the run game. Can McCaffrey stay healthy?
What are they going to do
So
with McCaffrey?
mhm. They have Chubbs, who's a capable back. He's a power back. I compare him to like a Jonathan Taylor, but maybe not as much caliber, but similar in size and strength.
Has those spurts here and there, though.
Yeah, exactly. Like they have those bursts where he can burst through a hole, he can cut, he can lay his shoulder down, which is just as important. So he can pick up those tough situation yardage.
Right.
But McCaffrey is a key piece of that offense. And you take
He is
that
the
away,
offense.
and they suffered last season.
He is the offense, if you think about
Yeah, I mean,
it.
well, no, because
They ran their plays, you know.
they have DJ Moore, and DJ Moore plays well. He's a really good receiver, in my opinion, and he can be a top 10 receiver in
He
the league.
played better. He played better with the quarterback that was there. He left. Oh, Cam. Was his
Uh,
numbers go up a little bit with Cam?
yeah, but
You see,
Cam was on his way out, and unfortunately, we
Cam
caught
was worried about
we
making
caught Cam in the wrong years.
hats, bro. He's now focus on hats.
Let me see here. I'm pulling up his stats from when he was probably Cam was there about, I would say, 3 seasons ago.
Yeah,
No, he wasn't. I don't think DJ was there. I don't think DJ was there when Cam. Oh no, he might have been 2018.
he had to.
Yeah, he had 82 targets, 55 receptions,
Was that again
788
the
yards.
Super Bowl year? Was it? Was it? Was it?
He had a better 2019 campaign. He's had 1100 yards in 3 consecutive seasons now.
Oh, well,
Yeah, he's done pretty well the past 3 seasons.
Capper getting hurt and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta pick up the pieces.
Cam only played 2 games. That must have been last season. Yeah, this is all 2000. Oh, they already had Christian too. Oh, and they had Curtis Samuels. That's
Yeah,
another one. He's a speedy bro, but he's in Washington now, actually. So if I'm not mistaken, Samuels is in Watson. Yeah. Oh yeah, Moore is a lot better than Parker. Moore is a more consistent receiver than Parker was. And yeah, and that's going to be the issue is consistency. Um, you know, we'll see what Baker does. If Baker can be consistent, he could continue to be that wide receiver. And that's why I said he's a top 10. He can be. He's basically underrated due to the quarterback play there. I mean, he had Sam Darnold last year and still had 1,100 yards receiving. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, and then they brought in Cam Newton for like two or three games. So, what's going on, Poseidon? Can you hear me? Nope. We don't hear
Nope.
you. Your mic.
How about now?
Now I hear you.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Some,
We.
Hey, yo,
yeah.
Willie Bayman. Somebody
Dude.
took our advice.
What? What? What are you talking about? A lighting? I'm not. Listen, I'll really tell you what I have to say after 10 o'clock. It's really shit. You folks don't play my light bill.
No. Hey, but that light's going up now. It's summertime.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you're watching on YouTube, Poseidon, but we're talking about Baker going to Carolina. So yeah, DJ Moore's definitely a lot more consistent than than Devontae Parker, that's for sure.
yeah.
He's all, and honestly, he's similar. He has similar play styles to like Landry, but a lot faster. He does similar route running. He has great hands. He can be a possession receiver. So he's an all around wide receiver, man. He's they have a good core there as long as they can keep it together and build an offensive line. They might push into the playoffs with Baker. They
But
can.
Baker ain't the starter right now.
He's gonna compete with Matt Corral and Sam Darnold.
Well, he's gonna beat them.
Wow.
And I know for a fact he'll beat Sam Darnold.
So
Matt Corral is the wild card.
that means the 6 cents it's going to be cut. The 6 cents will be cut. And if you don't know what I mean by 6 cents,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
that's Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
I see that.
No, yeah, Sam might. Well, yeah. I don't see him making. Well, it depends. If they could carry three. They could carry three quarterbacks. So if they want to.
I mean, it's an upgrade to Sam Darnold. I mean,
100%.
I'm not going to say it's a big upgrade, but it's definitely better than what they had. And Mr. Sam Darnold, everybody has seen what he can do, and I think Carolina, they've picked up his option because they were desperate.
Yeah.
What would be interesting is if they cut Sam Darnold, does he end up in Seattle with that competition?
He can end up in Seattle. What type of stuff are you talking about, bro?
All right, but
really?
my question is
Really?
this. Hey, but hold on, but is Sam Darnold better? Is Sam Darnold better than what they have over there right now? Than Drew Lock? And what's the other cat? The third string quarterback.
Man, you're crazy, man. Why do you even mention something like that?
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, you got to think about it. Who would you rather have, Drew Lock or Sam Darnold?
He'll be probably open competition.
Remember, Sam has more experience.
Give me Gino.
Gino.
Well, Gino's a good game manager.
The
vet right there.
Over there.
And again, and we don't know what's going on in Seattle, and we don't know why. We don't know why a QB wasn't drafted this year, and we don't know why they settled for what they had. We don't know why. So,
how many more years you give this guy, the head coach?
That's for another show. That's for another show. That's that right there. Sam Darnold clearly.
Question: Who do y'all got winning this tackle battle right here? Who do y'all have? Who's your choice right there?
Well, from here it looks like somebody's trying to kill somebody.
Hey, will that be classified as a holding?
No, actually joking.
Yeah, can you imagine? They throw a flag, intentional choke.
Intentional choking.
That looks like he's trying to kill him.
Yeah, maybe.
You ain't taking my job. I'm gonna kill you before that happens.
But that's going to be probably the biggest battle right there. It's going to be Liam Meechenberg versus Austin Jackson, and I do think the winner of that, the loser, will end up starting at guard. Not at all holding. Thanks, Q. I think because who's going to be the starting right guard? It depends too on what happens at the center position. Do they start Mike Dieter at center?
I really don't give a damn who they start as long as they block.
Not a holder.
Obviously, we know that there's probably only two of them that can block on that line. The other ones we're still not sure about. So honestly, I just want them to block. They need to go to Golden Corral and get a couple fat guys and put them up there to block. I don't know.
Get them. They're out there. They're out there. They munching.
I'm telling you, Austin Jackson, man, he's the biggest concern for me. I'd rather have Liam on there.
Look at him
What's
now.
up, Q?
Choking
What's up,
picture,
Q? What's
bro.
up, Lee Vassetti?
Getting choked.
Oh, what's up? What's
Like,
going
I'm
on?
your papa. That's what the other one's telling you. I'm your papa.
Q came on here, commented, "Damn, Austin Jackson getting manhandled."
Yeah.
Telling you, dude, that guy right there, he's better. He played a lot better at guard, in my opinion, than tackle. And again, that's my opinion. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens there at that tackle position, along with the running back position. So we're gonna see what happens. Did y'all catch that Heat game last night against Golden State?
It's G League. I really not interested in all the garbage that's in there. I'm only interested in the young man that they drafted. Obviously, he had one great game.
25 points.
And that's all I got.
25 points. He made what, 4 or 5 3-point shots there? 4 for 9 or 4 for 9 or 5 for 9. He played and he had 9 rebounds too. He played 9 rebounds too.
He was doing this thing.
He's doing that in the G League. He's doing that in the G League. So we need to wait a little bit and see really what happens at an NBA level.
These ain't the pro.
No, they're not the pro. No, but it's still encouraging. It's still encouraging to see. Because you gotta admit, those summer league players, they're a lot better than some of the players
he's played with us. I'm really not, encouraged. I like the pick. It's G League.
It looks promising. That's all I can say, really. No, it looks promising.
I think Big Philly was gonna look good out there in the G League. What do you think, Willie Beamer?
Wait, say it again?
You think we put in the
Big Philly in the G League?
Should put who in the G League?
Bad idea there.
Yeah, I think you will look good. I think you will look good going out there and playing.
To make it happen.
Me playing in the G League. I'll be like that. I'll be like the dude from The Longest Yard when he collapsed on the track. I need a can of Coke.
Probably. Probably.
Can of Coke. What is it? Can of Coke and I'll be fine.
Oh
can
yeah,
I'll be fine. I won't give it. I'll just stay on one side of the court. Oh man. Friday night's Hill and Tyreek Hill and Waddle's podcast. What y'all think about that?
Tyreek and who?
And Waddle.
We'll be like, they'll probably be talking what kind of dances they're doing.
And I can
do like a Waddle and a cheetah. He's gonna do a penguin. He'll do something like a cheetah, I guess, probably some shit.
It's possible. It's possible. No, I kind of want to see the chemistry, like seeing how, because I mean, wide receivers, they do have chemistry, right? Especially when they play on the same side, getting on the same page, things like that. So I kind of want to see how they act together, kind of like how Tua was with him on that podcast, and just kind of see what happens and goes from there. Because that's the most important thing. If your locker room is not together, it's going to be kind of difficult to go through the season. You don't want to have a locker room that's kind of divided. And we've already had that in the past a couple times with Gase, and prior to that with Philman, and the list goes on with Cameron.
They're gonna call those years. They're gonna call it the golden years.
And I even heard stories about Nick Saban too when he was here, that Crowder would talk about on his show, on his radio show. So it's kind of it's kind of like a pattern at this point. It's one, it's okay. 2, 3, it starts to become a trend. So I want to see what happens with that locker room eventually. And I think that this is kind of like, it might be like a glimpse to see what's happening in the locker room there.
Well, there's a lot of people in football.
Yo, Q, we should put that on their chat if they have like a comment section. That'd be great. Put that on there right quick. That would be an interesting podcast right there with Mike.
That one. That will be a nice.
It seems very
genuine. That'll probably be right before the season starts for the opener. You know what I mean? Boom.
I agree with you, Mr. Web85. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, he can tune in, but he can't be on the live. And he got his whole legal name out on that.
Oh,
No, until they get your legal name, bro.
I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so how was your 4th of July, Big Philly? Did you eat a lot?
I didn't do anything.
Oh,
Thank you for asking, though.
I ate a lot. I drank a lot.
What'd you eat? Since you know, talk about food on this podcast.
Tacos.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that. You did tell me the tacos.
Oh,
I haven't done those in a while.
Yeah, we ate tacos, hibachi rice. Yes.
Together?
See, he remembers all that. I don't.
Hibachi.
I don't remember none of that shit.
Hibachi.
I don't remember none of that shit. I was like,
Wait, you went to Joe's house? You went to Poseidon's house on 4th of July?
yeah. A little later on. I did a little thing in the afternoon, and then the night, chill out.
Oh, I can
My
imagine.
boy throw them big booms.
And you started early too, boy.
Oh, what? On 4th of July? Hell yeah, dude.
He started
Yeah.
early. He started early with the protein.
Of course, you gotta have your protein shake. You know what I mean in the morning. Continue the day off as you go. You just ride through.
100%. No, we stayed in, man. We watched movies. We relaxed. We didn't really do much on 4th of July. We did everything on Sunday. My niece's birthday was Sunday, so we had fun with that.
Oh, wow.
We had a
I
lot.
thought 4th of July was each day.
Just born on 4th of July?
The 3rd.
Oh,
Hence why Sunday.
Yeah, this season, this year we had to celebrate July the 4th on the 3rd because Tuesday it's back to reality.
For real.
Boy,
That's another reason why I don't want to do nothing.
was some reality. I'll tell you that. That shit slapped me in my face. Boom. Tuesday, go to work. We're like, damn.
I really didn't have too much on.
I was like, shit, I can't get another hour.
But hey, I had fun. I
Oh.
bought some booms.
Yo, you know who else was doing booms? Q, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were booming, all right.
I'm booming.
I'll shots on my 357.
Oh,
Well, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, he's out in like Samoa, so
yeah.
he can shoot it out in the ocean.
That's what's up.
Huh? Right, yeah.
357.
Q all the way out from Samoa.
Oh,
Keep telling y'all, boy, that Hawaiian macaroni salad.
hey, there's gonna be
over there.
hey, I lied. They're gonna have a lot of restaurants of their food soon around here.
I would
See
hope
if-
so. That'd be cool.
See
I know they have a couple in Vegas and they have a couple in like Cali, but they don't have much here.
Don't be surprised they'll go. Oh yeah, once Tua booms, they're gonna boom.
That'd make money for Tua though. Put a nice little
Yeah.
Polynesian spot because there's
Hey,
only
Tua,
one.
put a little plug for you, Tua. Remember this. I'm gonna copyright this so you can get right.
Polynesian fast food.
There you go.
Like
Boom.
a Varsities. Yeah, there's a place called Varsities out there in Honolulu. That's pretty good. It's like that takeout, like cantina style. You go up, you pick what you want, they serve you the plate, and you go.
Really,
It's cool.
is that where you had your Hawaiian salad?
Actually, yeah, it was. No, I had it at the Polynesian Culture Center. We went there and they had like a luau thing and I ate it there. It was pretty good.
All right, so what else you got, Big Philly? What else you got?
There's no spots out here. Cute, not like that. He's asking if there's any Polynesian spots in Miami. Unfortunately, Tua hasn't invested.
There is.
Well, actually, no, there is. There's one. There's one.
They actually, but they closed that other one down. It was that big one on what is it, Collins over there by
And for Lauderdale, right?
Yeah, I think they closed that one down, but that one was like the authentic experience.
Yeah, that one. Damn, what was the name of that one?
They had the trees surrounded, and they had the valet parking where you pull up.
What was the name of that?
Trees. I forgot. I don't remember the name, but I'm pretty sure it was Polynesian. I'm pretty sure it was Polynesian.
I gotta look it up.
Be back on Friday nights. He used to be
Apparently.
packed, brother. Packed.
Yeah, they don't have that no more out here.
No, they closed it down. They closed it down a couple years back. I think they closed it down. I think it was during COVID actually.
Yeah, it's probably during COVID, but they probably never. Oh, damn, they never opened back up. Oh yeah, Mai Kai. It's called Mai Kai Restaurant.
Yeah, there you go.
It's
There
still
you
closed. It's still temporary. It's still temporarily closed. What we have a lot of here is poke houses, like that poke house, where you get your poke bowls and stuff like that. That's what we have a lot. That's what type of restaurants we have over here. But other than that, we don't have anything else. Yo, Willie, why are you sideways, bro?
giving out
Ah,
government.
this thing.
There you go again, man.
Well, his name is Willie Bayman. Willie,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Tripping out.
Only people like him will name himself things like that.
Are you trying to get the trophies in the shot again?
Tripping out on
Don't do the trophies. Don't do the trophies.
Yeah, I think he froze. He froze. Well, he did say his phone was at like 12%, so we'll see.
I think he's on the tablet and having some technical difficulties.
Hmm. So yeah, man. Training camp starts in about 3 weeks, so we'll see what happens there. I think July 30th is the first training camp. Goes into August, so we're gonna have a lot of fun there. It's gonna be a lot of content, a lot of Dolphins content, hopefully. So we're gonna get some good stuff out of that. But yeah, man. So um, and the NBA is in full swing. As we know, free agency is in full swing. Again, it is the first game. It is summer league. I know that, but he did have a good game last night. Um, is it too early to make that choice whether to push for Katie or
Damn right.
you think it's still too early?
Too early for what? For Jovic being
Yeah, like to make that call to keep Jovic over.
It ain't gonna be trading Mr. Durant right now. They're gonna take their time because he has a very he has a 4-year contract with them. So they're being patient, and not only that, from according to what I'm hearing, they're saying that the Heat don't have the best offer. There's other teams now they're going to get involved, and I'm pretty sure they're going to have a better offer than the Heat. So it's gonna really suck for that Kevin Durant sweepstakes, and I hope that this time around, we don't get like the last time, man, because that's what I see. This is going down that same route, waiting for Durant. And honestly, if you get Durant, how long do you really think he's going to stay here?
That's where I'm going to go with that.
In 2
and
years,
that's what I'm saying. Do we waste our time with Durant, or do we maybe get somebody else to build pieces around, along with Butler and Bam? Because the thing is, what are you going to have to give up for KD?
A lot.
And what are other teams already giving up that you're saying that they're not the best offer? So is it worth it?
Is that Bam has to be involved in the trade, and obviously,
but he's untouchable.
Well, nobody's untouchable in the Heat organization, man. You know who you're talking about? That's Pat Riley. Pat Riley. And everybody's tradable.
I don't know, man.
Tradable. I'm telling you, everybody's tradable. Don't get it twisted.
All right, so let's say, all right, you trade Bam. Who else do you give up for him? Because it's not going to be straight up.
Tyler Hero's going to be included in that package.
So now you lose a power forward and a shooting guard.
It don't matter. They promote within. They're going to get people from the D League that can shoot a three. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they did re-sign Martin today.
But then you get back a shooter, and could be the best shooter in right now, and maybe even in NBA history. Man, this guy is precise. He's precise. You're getting a Kevin Durant, and if you lose a Hero, And Harold really didn't, he didn't show out in the playoffs like
we thought he was going to.
6 man of the year. And it's like Weber 85 says, some guys are just made for the regular season, but when it comes down to
Crunch time,
down to crunch time, playoff time, they
they can't handle that pressure.
Durant is a 12-time All-Star, 4-time scoring champion. He won 2 chips, and he's been 10 times in the All-NBA. But
yeah, he has a great resume.
How long, that window with Jimmy and Bam is closing, and you got to win now. And I was listening to Big O early this morning. Well, yesterday. I'm sorry, yesterday. And the Heat, with the team they have, they gotta go. They gotta win now, because that window starts closing and closing, and you won't be
stuck like we were last time.
And you're back. Yeah.
It's going to be, like I said, it goes back to that. Do you pick up other pieces that can push you over the hump, over where that might last a little bit longer than what you would have with Kevin Durant? Because you got to think about how long, like you said, how long is KD going to be here? Other than spending majority of his time in OKC, he jumped around between Golden State for a couple of years, then he went to, now he's in New York. So you got to think about that. How long is he going to be? Is it going to be a 2-year stint? It's going to be a 3-year stint. It's going to be a 1-year stint. That's my main thing, because you're going to give up key pieces and you don't know when he's going to leave. And then what happens when he does? Now you're back at square one. And what, for an opportunity for one chip for that, I build what we have and build up and try to get in a player that's solid, that can put us over the hump, because we already have good shooters.
Yeah, we definitely got good shooters, but with Durant, that's a big upgrade. And the only way you're going to get Durant is if Bam's included in that package.
But Durant doesn't want to come to the Heat without Bam.
Here's what Durant wants. Durant doesn't make that decision right now, because he's just the player.
I understand. So, I think maybe they go after. Maybe all right. So let's go hypothetical with this, right? Maybe they don't go, Bam, right? Maybe they trade.
Who else are you going to trade?
We're gonna have to give up the entire bench and a bunch of first-round picks.
The entire bench.
No, everybody's a bench.
Come on, get out of
Everybody's the bench except for Butler and Bam.
Get out of town. You can't trade. What are you going to trade the whole team for a superstar?
Well, that's basically what they're going to do, anyways.
Doesn't make no sense.
You're going to trade Tyler, which is your solid.
Riley, if you're listening to me, move on. Don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for it. There's plenty of other players we could go out there and get. And not only that, if we do trade for Durant, we get and Bam's involved, we got to pick up Ben Simmons. I don't want that trash here.
No, I don't want Ben Simmons here.
No, I don't want that trash here.
Basura.
No, I don't want that trash here. No.
Yeah, Gordito, don't you got to worry about your own show?
What?
Gordito said something. I don't think he understood what you were saying. So, yeah, because he does get involved, Ben Simmons, if they trade for KD.
I mean, yeah.
Ben Simmons.
I don't know.
He has if they can't Bam and Ben Simmons can't be, because they have the same contract. So that's why it has to be a swamp. It has to be a swamp. So in order for if not, the Heat have to find a third, and maybe even a fourth team to even make that trade happen.
Because they have to unload Ben.
However, boy, I love that word. However, but there's a man by the name of Andy Eichenberg who was able to pull off having D Wade, LeBron James, and Chris Bosh on the same team. And maybe he could pull it off. and keeping Bam, I don't know. This is a difficult one.
You got to go back in the books. You got to go
This
back
was
in
a
the safe.
difficult one, man. So
Yeah, that one. Oof.
You have to go back in the safe, boy.
It's that Ben Simmons, bro. He's just, oh my gosh, it's just tough.
Oh, yeah, I know that, man.
yeah,
I,
and I'm gonna tell you, he plays great defense. He's a great
yeah,
But
defense.
boy,
when he wants to play,
It's his offense. It's just his offense. And
that
with the contract that he has, nobody. I'm pretty sure if his contract. I'm pretty sure if his contract was maybe not the same way. You picking up for a player that probably didn't even deserve that amount of money. It's not worth it. Move on, Pat. Move on. Go out there. There's a lot of people that could go out there and still get a.
definitely. There's a couple good players, especially, I know we have Dredman, but maybe going after another big. Um, do you go after Mitchell? Do you go after
Mitchell, I think they confirmed today that they gonna build around him.
Oh, well, even better. So he stays in Utah or wherever he is. It's Utah, right?
Uh, yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be
yeah,
staying
it's
in.
Utah. So no, that's good though. That's good for them. It's good for their franchise. I mean,
If this doesn't work out, that he could still, they could sign a couple role players. They could even get Buddy from Indiana. I know him and Jimmy didn't get along before, but I'm pretty sure when you sign guys like that, they'll
Oh, he got picked up. He got picked up by the Nets.
Who Buddy from the Pacers? What's his name?
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, Buddy with the dread. Great.
Yeah, he was hurt last year.
T.J. Warren.
Yeah, T.J. Warren. And he's not a bad player. And the Nets, they seem to be picking. And maybe, hey, who knows? Maybe the Durant deal could happen because the Nets are still signing people. They're still signing people, and who knows? Maybe they picked up Goran Dragic. Maybe they picked up Goran Dragic to add him to a package where he ends up back being a Miami Heat. Oh no, yeah.
I don't know. I just know that deal would have to be a 3 or 14 deal, probably, man. That's what it's looking like.
My bad. He signed with the Bulls. My bad. Goran Dragic did sign with the Bulls.
oh yeah, Goran, yeah.
They're gonna have to find a third team or a fourth team probably to make a deal.
Yeah, it's gonna be a one.
But it can happen. I'm not saying it won't happen. It can happen.
It could happen. It could happen. But
all it takes,
right now,
all it takes is that one move. That one move, and that's it. Boom.
It's looking tough. It's looking really tough, and
a little rough decisions.
But you still have. There's Carmelo still as even though he's old, but he could fill that void. He really didn't have a bad season last year. Even though he's on the older side. But there's plenty of people out there.
His offense.
Yeah, you could use a lot of his offense because that's one thing we lacked in the playoffs. That offense. When Jimmy went down, then what? What do you have? You need that player that's going to step up. And I don't think Kyle Lowry's that. I think he could be a great defensive, minded person, and Haslam. I love him to death, 305, but I think it's time to put on a suit, big dog. I think it's time to put on a suit and give up that roster spot to somebody else that's gonna play.
That's true. I love Haslam too, but I think it's time for him to hang that up, and
hold it back.
Yeah, because he is holding. That's another thing. Is he's holding a roster spot, which is just as important. They can bring in somebody else, another key role player that might see minutes. So it's tough though. But Haslam is the Heat. He is Heat culture. So I think they have him there more as like a mentorship, but you can bring him as a coach and get that same.
Hey, is it true? The brothers got signed today. One each from each of their own teams. The Charlotte, the Twins.
Lordito asked you a question with a bang. Would you consider Gabe Vincent, Martin, Dreadman as full-time starters for the whole
for the
season.
whole season. That looks like a lineup for like an injury. Somebody's gonna play wild. That's what it looks like.
What's up, Zoo? What's up, Zoo?
What's up, Zoo? That's a
Listen.
tough one.
It ain't a tough one.
Oh man, that's like I said. It's a lineup that looks like when people
What's
got
so
hurt.
tough about that? What's so tough about that? I mean, Deadman
Well,
is
my only Dreadman, I could see at center. That'd be the only one. Well, you could start Gabe Vincent over Lowry maybe, and leave Lowry as a role player on defense since he's not shooting. Something like that.
Oh man, yeah, Big Philly. Go ahead and explain.
I'm just saying because if you're concerned about his offense, right? You're concerned about Lowry's offense. So why not put somebody else in there that plays offense and bring him in on defense? He can barely run up and down this court. So what and if you really think about it, what did he do in the playoffs?
If Cal Lowry gets in shape, he'll be all right.
Cal Lowry, I was going to say that. What if Cal Lowry gets in shape? I mean, then
it's a whole different ball game.
It's Denver.
It's a whole different ball game. Get in shape. Don't think that you're going to come to the Heat and stay like that. It's not going to happen.
The only times you'll see those three play with each other like that as a starter is probably injuries.
And I even think
to answer Gordillo's question right there.
That's going to be starters in the sense of injury to replace certain players, things like that.
Like if Bam is not going to play that night, and Carroll, Larry being.
Well, now they have that rookie too, so and I think that rookie definitely starts over Dreadman.
That boy, you love that.
Stop.
Boy, hey, if it was up to me, bro, I wouldn't even trade for him. I want to see what that young kid got.
I mean, I agree with you.
I'm interested to see what he got, and he's a lot cheaper.
It was interesting to see him score like he did yesterday. It was interesting
if he can do it consistently.
But it's like y'all said earlier, it's the G
League. It is a G League, but if he can do it consistently, he does it consistently.
But if he does it,
and then he comes into this, because they're not going to start him right away. They're going to ease him into it. They're going to give him maybe like 15, 20 minutes max. And that's fine. You're going to just get his feet wet and see how he plays. But if he comes out balls,
listen, you still got players like Blake Griffin out there, that you could still sign and bring them on, and they can be good role players for the Heat.
Yeah, you're going to have more minutes in Brooklyn next year.
He ain't going to have no type of minutes, bro. And again, he has a lot to learn.
He does.
He has a lot to learn. It's a different speed when you're playing overseas. And
no.
It's a whole different speed.
Like,
they got a lot of players out there. I can't believe you. You need to put it. Come on, bro. 42. Put on a suit. Come on, baby. We're trying to go 20 years, man. Like, come on, man. Give it up already, baby. I love you, dog. But that's it. Time to hang it up. And he could also still pick up Dwight Howard. I mean, you had some more.
Dwight Howard can play defense, so.
And he can rebound still.
He can rebound, which is just as important too.
That's another problem we have. If you look at the numbers, rebounding.
So who you think we replaced Tucker with?
Look what happened in when we played Boston. That was another issue.
Who do you think we pick up to replace DJ Tucker? Who's going to replace DJ Tucker?
You need somebody tough.
That's a big hole to fill.
You definitely need somebody tough. Somebody's going to come in there and be aggressive. Not you definitely don't want somebody that's not going to come in and hold himself in the paint.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Jay Crowder is still out there.
Jay Crowder is still out there.
Oh,
but that was already linked. That Miami may pursue. But I'm assuming the reason why they haven't jumped on him yet is because they want to see what happens with KD. I'm assuming because why else haven't they pulled the trigger?
They must be in the sweepstakes, bro.
I don't know. Jay did really well here in the bubble. So when we had the bubble here,
he played good enough. He played good. He played decent.
He played good, and he played good in Arizona too. I mean, not Arizona, Phoenix.
He
Arizona,
did ball.
Phoenix. So he balled out there. He played well. He is a good role player. So it'll be interesting to see if Crowder comes back here. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. So Zua confirmed that too. So yeah, so it definitely will be interesting if they could bring back Crowder.
Yeah. They were talking with boy.
That'll be a great addition. I mean, you bring him back. His numbers did dip in Phoenix. Dipped a little bit.
But, yeah, because he was a role player. He was more of a role player.
Well,
coming off the bench.
Oh no, I think he started over there at the beginning. If I'm not mistaken, I think
they first signed it. I think he did. Yeah, when he first signed.
Well, you know, he should have never left before.
No, and I think Pat knows that was a little fuck up on his side too.
I think it would have been.
I think that's one that that's one that he slipped on.
PJ Tucker, you know, I thank him. You know, I thank him.
That was a banger. That was a banger.
Also, Caleb Martin did be signing with the Heat today, huh?
Yeah, no, he did. 20 million.
That's the Twins I was talking about earlier.
No, he averaged 29 minutes. Jay Crowder. I'm looking at his.
Brother got an extension too. He got paid, I think, 10 mil more than his brother.
He averaged 4 rebounds, 2 assists.
MJ say, "I'm keeping that. I'm keeping one of y'all. I'm gonna keep you."
Oh,
field goals made 3.
Yeah. I mean,
but this may be from the playoffs, not the entire season. Oh yeah, it's the postseason.
Hey, just to put it out there. Hey, hit that like button. Subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
You know what, Zoo? When it comes to KD being a cancer in the locker room, right now I really don't know. But I can tell you something is fishy. I think Brooklyn is more toxic than anything right now at this point. Maybe Kyrie and Durant are still getting along, but I think it's more Brooklyn. They're a backseat to New York Knicks. I think that what they tried to do was they tried too hard to overpower the Knicks up there in New York. So
they did have the squad for a bit.
They had the squad. They
just didn't pull it off.
The squad, and
yeah, Kyrie, yeah.
Well, my thing is, like I said,
Kyrie is a problem.
It has become a pattern, where he wants to leave teams because he can't play with certain players. he's already. I mean, he did start with the Cavs. Now he's over here, so same thing. Now he wants out. So it's becoming a pattern, So I kind of do agree. It could be Aaron. It could be Kyrie. It could be something like that. But then again, if KD leaves, why is Kyrie leaving? If that would have been the case, so it is something that Poseidon's saying, and it is maybe the locker room that is becoming the issue.
Upstairs,
it could be the organization.
Upstairs,
I think it's the same.
Yeah,
it's not something similar that's happening to.
Whoa.
Yo,
hey,
what's going on,
hey,
really good with y'all.
You done cutting the grass, bro?
Nah, me.
Done cutting the grass, bro?
Nah, I don't.
Grass, bro.
Ain't no cutting grass. Yeah, we're cutting that grass, yeah.
La hierba.
La hierba buena también. Hey, what's going on, fellas? Everything good?
Everything is great, my friend. Everything.
How was your fourth, brother?
My fourth was good, though. The fourth was good. Can't complain, though. I didn't really do nothing. I had to go to work. Left work at 12, but, it's all good. Came home, relaxed, chill. Did the usual. Got on the grill, cooked a little bit.
Thanks.
Yeah, so ribeye, bone in.
Woo!
Ribeye.
No, bone in.
From Publix.
Yeah, from Publix.
I got
Nice shit.
I got a nice hookup, man. Holla at me, bro.
Hey, just let me know. Let me know.
Boy.
Ah,
Can I say that?
talk to me after 9 o'clock.
Can I say that?
So you got the hookup? Okay, I got the hookup.
Are you gonna bleep me out? Are you gonna bleep me out, or is Gordito gonna bleep me out? Which one of you two?
Wait, I'm sorry. I wasn't. I'm looking at something here on that I wanted to report.
Oh, look at the morning.
So hold on, I'm just grabbing a picture. As I'm working on the back scenes, you know what I'm saying? You guys are talking, I'm just trying to get some stuff here. Content. It's gonna be great for me to discuss this, with our two Gators.
What you got?
I'm
Shoot it already, man.
I gotta get a picture. I gotta get a
breaking
picture.
news. Are you trying to put breaking news? It takes you that long to put breaking news,
Listen,
really?
man, listen,
Can we
bro.
just say it? Can't we just say it? Breaking news.
So, no. I gotta do right. I gotta get the image.
Oh, you gotta get the image.
I gotta see what this guy looks like.
Ah, ese es el guy. Perfecto.
Really? Oh,
I dropped.
I hope the wife didn't hear that.
Yeah, but I mean, no last name. I don't even know how to say his last name.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, this gotta be somebody. No, he has to be Polynesian with that last name.
Papa.
All right, Papa. Now we're being racist.
No,
now we're judging by somebody.
Versus Jaguar. You're almost there. Football about to open up, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Soon we're gonna be talking about some fantasy football, baby. Oh yeah, baby.
Hey, did you guys see who?
I ain't ready.
Did you guys see who the Browns opened the season against?
Oh yeah, they were open against the Browns.
The Panthers. And now with that trade with Baker,
and McCaffrey's gonna run all over them boys. It's gonna be a running battle.
Get your popcorn.
ESPN put it up, boy. That's the first game.
Former Gator starting, so you know you're not gonna win the game. Oh, they need to go out there and draft that boy. You know who I'm about to say, Phil. They need to go ahead and draft that boy Tyler Van Dyke.
Let's see if y'all win. Let's see if you guys win the ACC. I know we're not winning the SEC, so I ain't gonna
come on here talking all your nonsense. All right,
I ain't talking no nonsense. I told you straight up. I'm telling you straight up. The Gators ain't gonna win nothing. Georgia gonna beat us, so that's it. And then I want to see what the Hurricanes gonna do. Let's see if y'all win the ACC. Let's see if y'all win the ACC.
They've had a good recruiting year, though, I would say.
So I like Cristobal. I think Cristobal is a good coach. But like I said, let's see what y'all do.
Cristobal.
Yeah, whatever.
But
I was waiting for the day that y'all hired him, because when he was at FIU, y'all should have saw what he was doing over there. Y'all should have snatched him. But y'all let that man go. Man, he went to like 2 different schools before he came over. He went to. He just left. He left Oregon to come to the U.
Yeah, he sure did.
Speaking of the U, did you guys see the recruit that we just landed? Number 1 offensive tackle, 5th rated prospect coming out of the 2023 class.
Oh, you talking about buddy from IMG?
Oh, that big boy, Francis. I might mispronounce his name. Mawagu.
But he Polynesian too?
No, that's the guy I was talking about.
I can't do a little bit.
He how you know he Polynesian? He probably Samoan, bro.
Probably Samoan.
Like that. You know what I mean?
Polynesian. Samoa is part of the Polynesian.
Nah, they want. You better call them by what they is, bro.
I'm about to get Q on here.
I'm Samoan, bro.
Yo, Q, you still on here? Where Q at?
Man, listen here, man. Listen, you went to Hawaii. You should know. You went to the Polynesian Arts Center, whatever you went to.
Don't mean I know how to.
Listen. You said you went to the Polynesian Arts Center.
I did, but that don't mean I learned about the culture, not how to say names.
Just gotta be like, what's that comedian Kim Choi? What's his name?
What's
Who that?
comedian?
Who you talking about?
The Filipino. What's his name, boy? I know it's Koi, the bald one, Filipino. That he's with Chelsea Handler. He dates Chelsea Handler.
I'm not sure. I think you know what? I'm not. I think I know who you're talking about, dude.
That boy be great. That boy was talking
Oh,
mad,
Joe Coy. Joe
talking shit.
Coy.
Yeah,
Joe
Joy Coy.
Coy?
Joy Coy. You seen his comedy special about Hawaii that he did in Hawaii?
No.
You gotta watch that shit. That shit's on Netflix, dog. Little shout out to him. Well, that shit's looking hilarious.
It's hilarious.
It's
Hilarious.
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 Like Charles Barkley. Hilarious.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Shout out to Barkley.
I'm trying to put a picture up there for you guys of Joe, but I can't.
Mike Trout's up to bat with bases loaded right now.
Mike Trout. How many outs? How many outs? How many outs?
2 outs. 2 outs. And
They got him. Marlins got him. They're gonna sit him down.
Let's open up the.
I like that boy Rogers though, the one that's pitching.
Oh, Rogers pitching now, man. Alcantara, bro. That boy is the truth, boy.
Yeah. They actually say he's the best pitcher in that conference.
The way he been pitching lately, he looked like the best. But when you got Max Scherzer and you got DeGrom, them boys the truth, man.
Yeah, DeGrom. Yeah. I think Chapman comes back yesterday. Oh wow, he just hit. Oh, Trout hit by a pitch. Trout was just hit by a pitch. Yes, sir.
Oh, who's going up? Otani?
Otani's up.
Coming up?
Yes, sir.
Aye, Papa. Hold on, see. My brother's at the game right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my brother. We
definitely gotta go out there and represent, man. At the end of the day, I know some of us don't like the Marlins, but
I'll go watch the Marlin game.
I don't like Marlin game.
No pressure.
It's baseball. I watch baseball, though, so it don't matter to me.
I'm surprised that the Angels have the record that they have.
No pitching, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, Will, what's going on with your Redbirds right now?
Yeah, right now we got our spank the last the last 2 series we got spanked, dog. We lost to the Phillies, and now the last 2 games against Atlanta, they just spanked the shit out of us. Last 2 games. Right now,
it's 0-0 right now. It's 0-0 right now in the mid-3rd.
Yeah, Atlanta, boy, but that's the reigning champs, dog. Atlanta's the reigning champs. Even without Freeman, that's still good, though. That boy Matt Olson, bro, he be coming through with them.
The Rays whooping on the Rays, Mike. The Rays whooping on them boys. The Red Sox right now, 3-0.
Yeah, they're beating Boston.
Tampa doing what Tampa always does.
He's beating Philly right now. Baltimore's beating
the Tigers beat.
Let me see, dog. Let me see if I can just.
The Cubbies would have win today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Really happy.
Hell, mother.
You know what's a sleeper team though in MLB though? You really gotta watch out for. I think it's the White Sox, man.
They gotta get their shit together.
Yeah, I would have thought this season they would have had their shit together, bro.
But they got a good team too.
Yeah, 39-41, third in the AL Central.
It's still early in baseball. It's early in baseball.
It's already the halfway mark.
They're playing tomorrow night. They play the Tigers tomorrow.
They play every goddamn night in baseball. They only got like 2 days off a month.
Yeah, but they don't play all the same players in the same positions all the damn time.
No, some players get a day off, but I'm just letting you know, like most of they don't really get a day off. Like as a team, they don't get a day off. Probably like 2 to 3 days the most in a month.
So let me ask you a question. Now that the Marlins are playing the Angels, who you got tonight, buddy? Who you got tonight? You gonna go against the Marlins again?
No, I think the Marlins can beat them. They beat them the first game. They beat them yesterday. But I think Otani right now is going to do something.
Who you got? Who you got, Phil? You got the Marlins or the Angels?
No, I got the Marlins. I'm hoping the
I think
Marlins.
I think Otani going to do something right here though.
Willie Beeman, what you got? What happened to Willie Beeman?
Oh, well, he's coming in now. Hold on. I think that's him. Hold on. Yeah, Willie's back in.
There we go, dog. Let's go, Otani. What you going to do?
Letting y'all know whoever's on here. If y'all want to hop on, I put the stream up so y'all can join us. We've been on for an hour, so we kind of got through our talking points. So
Willie, who you got tonight, man? Miami or LA?
Ooh.
Not LA, bro. Anaheim.
Anaheim. I'm sorry, sir.
But you gotta get your things right, bro. You can't get on everything.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, Otani.
I thought Anaheim is in Los Angeles, not in Los Angeles, but in California.
It is in California.
But I said Los Angeles. You're right. You're absolutely
right. Yeah, Lou.
Oh my god! I just saw this from Zoo.
Haven't you ever thought when you were small? Didn't you think Los Angeles was a state?
No.
Yeah, right, man. Come on now, bro. Like you lying right now. Everybody thought Los Angeles was a state. Come on, Los Angeles. Like, come on, really?
No, really? Man. It's Los Angeles, City of Angels.
Louis,
you know
Angels
what, man?
3-1.
You know what, Webo? Screw you, bro. Can't stand you.
So who you asking the question to? Was it Will?
You, bro. Who you got?
The game's here in LA.
After an hour, you get slow on here,
bro. It's in Miami. That shit's packed, dog. The game is packed. I told you Otani was gonna do something right here. He just drove in.
Wow. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Drove in too. I told you Otani gonna do something right here.
That's MVP.
Why don't believe me though?
Well, it's not fair if I ask. It's not fair if I ask him the question because he's moving at 2 miles an hour, bro. Oh well. Who do you predict in today's game? Anaheim, like Mr. Will says, or MIA, yo?
Anaheim.
Of course. See, your shit doesn't fuck. You know what? Let me stop. It doesn't count, son of a biscuit.
Because he picked them down because he found out that they were winning.
No. Listen, I count the pitches today. That's about the one day you give the Marlins they're gonna win when I count the pitches.
Vamos, falta ahí. Ahí, let's go. Get out that inning.
You also your Cubbies won today, Mr. Laguna.
Yeah.
Who they playing? The Brewers?
Yeah, the
Brewers.
Today. That's another game.
We're hurting them.
Central team. I need them to lose. And I need to get a W tonight.
That's another.
Yeah, dude. Them Cardinals are cock-a-doodle-doo, man. I know.
Yeah. That's why you the fourth. You're in fourth place in our division. But we cock-a-doodle-doo.
For rebuild mode.
You won the series before that. That's fine, bro. That's all good. But don't worry about that. Because we got to see you back at my place, and then we'll see what you do. It's all good, my boy. You already know. I'm worried about the Brewers. You got to worry about trying to beat the Pirates right now to get to. I'm worried about the Brewers. We 3 games out. Get your mind right, playboy.
Hey, I'm gonna send that checks too to pick it up.
Hey, I agree with you, Zoo. The Cardinals do suck.
Yeah, Zoo don't even watch baseball, bro. You don't even watch baseball. He's thinking about the Arizona Cardinals.
Hey, you better stop it. That's Puerto Rican power. Puerto Rican power.
Zoo don't even play baseball. Only Puerto Rican I know that don't. Only Puerto Rican I know that.
Is it? Could it be possible? Could it be? But Tampa Bay whooping the heck out of Boston right now, too.
Now they Boston State.
Ooh, they still popping fireworks? I'm definitely calling the police tonight. If another mofo pops another firework, at 10 o'clock at night, I'm calling the 911 and I'm telling them there's some stupid mofos thinking they in war or something. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Huevo. Oh, look here.
Look at here. Look at here.
So what else you got, Big Philly? Come on, man.
Well, I got a couple Marlin ones if you want me to throw those up.
Oh Lord. Don't do that.
I'm gonna lead.
Don't embarrass the whole team.
We'll see what's up there. Yeah, man. Has Florida picked up anybody recently, Willie Bateman?
Nah, not really. They're doing a lot of scrambling around over there.
Oh, I know it.
Transfer here, transfer.
What's your predicted on your season this year?
We're gonna lose more than 3 games.
How many games y'all gonna lose? That's what I want to know. Because I think.
What are you talking about?
Zoo's a trip. I'm not gonna put that on there though. But Zoo's a trip. Oh man, I'm dead. That was funny. That was really funny.
Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
What Panthers are you talking about, bro? There's so many different Panthers. There's a Panthers in rugby. There's a Panthers in football. There's a Panthers in hockey.
What are you talking about? My description?
I don't know. You were talking about the Panthers.
The Carolina Panthers.
Oh, okay. So you gotta say that, man. You know?
Well, yeah, I thought Baker Mayfield and the Carolina Panthers would have gave it a hint, but okay. I didn't know there was a
Baker
and Baker Mayfield in hockey.
His team.
I'm sorry.
He hasn't even gotten there.
He hasn't gotten there, but he's
getting
there.
Manifest. I saw the manifest straight out of Cleveland there. He's not even there
yet. What'd you look on that manifest for? It's going to be an interesting year, man. It's going to be a lot of moving pieces this year. So between NFL free agency, so it's going to be pretty. It's going to be interesting. This year's NFL season is going to look a lot more competitive, especially in the AFC. So with all the AFC quarterbacks,
yeah, it's going to be a few. It's going to be a lot more good matchups, especially that West. That West. I can't wait to watch the West. West.
You said what? Say what? Say what?
It's going to be interesting this year. It's going to be crazy, honestly.
Really?
Go ahead.
What he has to say about being traded to having Baker over there. Does he really want
Carolina? In Carolina?
Yeah, does he really want Sam Darnold?
To be honest with you, like I said, bro, he has to win the job over there. Sam Darnold. I heard earlier today that they were talking about that Baker's only making $4 million this year, and Sam Darnold's making about 13 million, and it's all guaranteed. So I'm gonna suspect that Darnold's gonna be out there starting, and Baker's gonna be holding the clipboard as a backup.
Well, they're also saying that the Browns will pay Baker $10.5 million if he agrees to restructure. Okay.
He's due 18.9 this year.
No, he lost money. He lost Baker. That's what Levo was saying. He lost some millions about that.
He lost millions because of that shit. Because he wanted to leave. And they didn't. And they didn't pick up his 5th year option. They're not picking up his 5th year option.
Drew, that's incorrect. He already came out and said he had no problems with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he ate his crow today. He
Who?
ate his crow today. Robbie Anderson.
Well, Robbie Anderson, listen.
It's gonna be his little deep threat, huh?
Look,
All
what?
right, here it is officially. So the Browns will pay Baker $10.5 million this season, which means they trimmed over $8 million in cash and salary cap space. The Panthers will pay Mayfield $5 million, so essentially $15 million, what he made. Mayfield agreed to the trim to $3.5 million off his base salary. So they trimmed 3.5 off the base.
But isn't it funny?
So that's why he goes
But
down
that
to
Carolina,
5.
like I said, but like I was telling you, Carolina's only paying him $4
Right.
million.
No, he's paying him $5 million. They're paying him $5 million. He was supposed to get paid $8 and a half.
He has to agree to the structure with the Panthers.
Yeah.
I think that's what they say.
He's basically on a 1 year prove it.
Yeah, he's going to get paid from Carolina. They're going to give him his guarantee because he has to get that 18.9.
That's exactly. That's that 10.5 that Browns are paying.
That's that.
Yeah, but I think what we're saying is that he lost.
He lost $3.5 million.
He lost $3.5 million.
That's what he lost.
Didn't they have to pay him that? After June 1st, don't they have to pay him that money, that guaranteed money?
Right. That's why they're paying him that 10.5.
Yeah, gotcha.
But Carolina ain't paying him shit.
They're paying him $5 million.
You know what?
Restructured $3.5 million.
Nothing. That's a backup. That's what you pay a backup in the NFL.
Prove it.
Huh?
A 1 year. Hypothetically, he made $15 million this year.
Yeah, but he's
on a 1 year.
I'm not worried about how much Baker making. I'm telling you about how much Carolina paying him. Carolina only paying him $5. They're paying Sam Darnold 13, and it's guaranteed because they picked up Sam Darnold's 5th-year option. So anything, if you put Sam Darnold on the bench, you got to pay him 13 point something million, no matter what. So who you think they're gonna put on the field? You think they're gonna put the guy that's paying less money?
Put on whoever has the whoever has the most chances to win,
bro.
They'll use Sam Darnold's trade bait or they'll cut him.
That coach is not gonna be there after this year if they have another sorry year.
They can't even cut him if they wanted to.
Chris, okay, you'll see.
No, I'm saying Sam Darnold. They can't cut Sam Darnold even if they wanted to. It has to be through trade.
If they cut him, they still gotta pay him the $13 million.
They gotta pay him. No, they gotta pay him 18.8
or whatever.
That's the dead cap space at least. That's his dead cap. That's the cap. Dead cap. And
so what you doing? So you go as a Carolina owner, because the Carolina owner got the most say out of anybody over the coach.
It depends on how his contract's structured.
Listen, and the owner says, "I want Sam Darnold out there." Who the coach you gonna listen to? The nigga that's cutting out your check. You know that. The guy who's cutting out your check, you're gonna listen to him because that's what he wants.
Hell yeah.
It's simple as that.
Again. And you know what's funny? That he has to compete for that job.
Yeah. They're gonna compete. That's what I'm trying to say. They're gonna compete.
Yeah, but look how much time Baker Mayfield has to learn that system. Sam Darnold's already been in that system for a year. Yeah, Baker's just getting in there now. He only has 4 weeks. He only has one preseason.
Darnold has no excuse not winning that job. But if Baker comes in a month before training camp, because remember, he has a month before training camp.
Exactly. He only got 4 weeks.
If he comes in and still beats Sam Darnold, that says a lot.
But we already know what Sam Darnold is, bro. But I already think, like I said, Baker Mayfield.
Who would you rather have, Baker or Sam Darnold?
None of them.
No, that's not the question. That's not the question. Don't avoid the question. Who would you rather have, Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield? If you had to choose between those two,
if it was the end of the world.
If it was the end of the world, in football, this was the last day of football. Who would you pick?
Who do you pick?
Those are the 2 last kids on the
last day of football. I take my chances with a rookie in college.
Yeah, for real.
That's not the question though. It's Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield. Don't avoid it. Who would you pick?
You got to pick one, man.
Bro, listen, I'll pick Baker. I'll pick Baker, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to trade him.
That's not,
Why are you coming? But bro, why
No,
you
bro,
why
you
you
just
do
admitted
that,
it.
bro? Just
Baker.
answer the damn question. Just
Baker,
answer.
Baker, I pick Baker.
That's it.
Baker's gonna win that job.
Hey, Phil, you got that recorded, right?
Yeah, of
Baker's
course.
gonna win the job. Baker's gonna win the job, but at the end of the day, Sam Darnold's gonna be the starting quarterback week one.
I don't think.
So we take it.
Okay,
So
well,
then,
you're contradicting yourself. How is it that he's the starter?
because
And he got beat out.
because Baker's not gonna have enough time to understand everything that
He
he has
has
to
a
learn.
whole preseason to get under that.
Okay,
And training camp.
he's the backup. He's not gonna be out there with the number ones. Comes off. He's gonna be with the number twos and number threes. So already there, you're already starting behind. Now you got to learn a new language, a new offense, a new scheme, the way the coach wants to run it. You have to learn all this. And you're talking about in 4 weeks with one. It's only 3 preseason games, so you only got really 1 preseason game to really prove yourself. You know Darnold's gonna win it. So let's make a bet. Let's make a bet. Since you're so confident that he's gonna win the thing, I'm still picking Baker, but I bet you Darnold starts week 1.
Oh, open challenge. The big Philly.
I'm telling you, Baker. Sam Darnold is starting week 1.
Yeah. But Baker is the much better quarterback. But
yeah, I think Baker is
system.
Well, and just to put some numbers out there, right? As for backup quarterbacks, right? The highest paid backup quarterback in the NFL right now is $12 million, and that's Tyson Hill, which he's not really a backup. They use him as a tight end too, and a couple other.
So then go beyond that. Then go to the next one. If you're saying Tyson Hill is not, go to the next.
Teddy's 11.4. Teddy Bridgewater's 11.4. Actually, wait, no, it's not updated. Hold on.
Updated. Come on.
Hold on. I apologize.
You're going off of 2019. You're going off of 2019 information.
It's 2021. It's 2021. They don't have it updated yet. Hold on. I caught myself. What's up?
Come on, bro. 2019. They're going out here.
What it is to be paying backups that amount of money? Yeah, they feel like starters to me.
No, bro. Poseidon. How can you sit there and say that? How can you sit there?
Whoa. Did you hear what I said before you jumped?
You said that's starting.
That's starter money. That's a low tier starting quarterback.
Yeah, no, it's right. No, I'm sorry, it is right. The Miami Dolphins paid him a 1 year worth up to $10 million, so there's probably incentives. 6.5 is fully guaranteed. So it's really he's essentially going to make. He's going to eventually guaranteed 6.5.
Bobble.
Here.
Do you see the money that these quarterbacks make a year? And you're talking about 11 million is starting money?
Hold on. Not all these quarterbacks are making that type of money.
You know what, Hansel? You're absolutely right. Why would I say a thing like that? What were the 2 quarterbacks he just mentioned?
Teddy Bridgewater.
And who else?
And Taysom Hill.
But shouldn't that be Taysom Hill making $12 million, right? You really consider that being backup money?
Yeah, compared to what probably Drew Brees was making, and probably what Jameis Winston was making.
Drew Brees is a proven quarterback. You talk about guys that haven't been proven.
But what about Jameis Winston? How much is Jameis Winston making a year?
He ain't making that much. He making backup money. That's what he's
14 million.
Making 14 million. He's making more than Tyson.
So what's the difference?
A $2 million difference, bro. Come on, dude. It's a $2 million difference.
Come on, man.
But Tyson does more on that team than Jameis Winston.
Well, he's a quarterback.
But he's not really a quarterback. He plays tight end. He plays fullback. He plays receiver. He plays.
See, this is your problem. This is your problem. What do they have the man listed as?
As a quarterback. But if you.
That's a lie.
But it's a lie. He's not really a quarterback. They only had him at quarterback last year because they had no quarterback.
But they always put. They normally put him at quarterback.
Yeah.
There, he
To
really
do what though? But what he did when he was on the quarterback, what did he do?
He can't throw. He broke his finger.
He runs. He runs.
He broke his pinky, I think. Right? Was it his pinky? It was affecting his
Bro,
throw.
that one. There was one game that he started. There was that one game that he started, and he was. They were trying to have him throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball. He couldn't do nothing. Then they started having. Once they started running the ball, the offense started moving.
Yeah, I think that was the game that they won. I think they went on a I think they even lost Kamara. I think too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They did. Rough year.
So when they had Tyson Hill playing as a quarterback, he was doing what? What was he doing? He was basically he was running. He was running.
You broke my finger.
And he still went back out there and ran the ball.
You right, dog. You right, man. Stop screaming.
But you got to think about it like this, bro. If they're making 11 million, it's just that, bro. That type of money, dog. These people making ridiculous type of money, bro. They're making ridiculous type of money. A starting quarterback, bro. Listen, Deshaun Watson this year is only making $1 million from the Browns the first year. So the Browns already know that he's not gonna. That more than likely he probably won't play this year, or he's gonna be suspended half the season.
Right.
That's why they got Jacoby. So I think they tank and they try to get a draft pick. They try to get a high draft pick this year, and then next year they have to pay him $40 million. $40 million for one season.
Well, they got to pay one at the end of the day. You still got to pay him for it.
So let's go with that.
And all his money is guaranteed.
It was smart.
Question. Well, so
Right.
if we go based off of that theory, right? If you're paying them starter money, they need to start. So what do you say about San Francisco with Jimmy Garoppolo? Because they're paying him $28 million.
He's traded.
Yeah, but
Seattle hasn't made a move on that guy.
But if San
$28
Francisco,
million.
but San Francisco is also playing their cards right. San Francisco is letting they're keeping him there so that he could recover, so he could come back and see if that at the end when he comes back and if they could use him as trade bait.
Now, what if they can't? What if
Somebody's gonna need a quarterback.
Let's say they don't trade him. Let's say there's no trade possible because it's going to be hard for Seattle to trade for him, right? Let's say it's not possible. Do you start Trey Lance? Because remember, Jimmy's going to be on the bench making $28 million, which now will make him the highest paid backup quarterback.
I probably will go with Trey Lance, to be honest with you.
So why can't Carolina go with Baker over Darnold if Baker's the obviously better quarterback?
But we don't even know if Garoppolo's gonna be ready week 1, though.
I'm going with the hypothetical that he is ready to go. He is not traded. He's on that roster. What do you do?
They probably go Jimmy G.
You think they're gonna go Jimmy G and sit Trey Lance another year?
The only reason why I don't think they go Jimmy G is because he's not 100%.
Bro, if they go Jimmy G, that fan base will go absolutely nuts.
But if you go by your hypothetical, if he's fully healthy, he's good, he's 100. I'm gonna say Jimmy G.
All right, so is Jimmy G better? Is Jimmy G better than Trey Lance?
I don't need, bro. To be honest with you, I'm gonna go with Jimmy G because Jimmy G. I've seen him in the NFL. I haven't seen Trey Lance do anything. What, you gonna give me college stats? Bro, in college, anybody balls.
Based off of pure athleticism.
It doesn't matter about athleticism. It's more about
This is an athletic lead. Most of these quarterbacks can run and pass. Jimmy G's more one-dimensional in that sense.
But
if you can't move, but he can. He's not like Tom Brady, but he's more of a pocket-style quarterback. And Trey Lance is more of like a Patrick Mahomes style quarterback where he extends plays, which is what the NFL is right now.
Phil, that's all good. You could be athletic all you want. Athletic don't mean that you could throw. You have good accuracy. That don't mean that you can do all. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that. You just athletic. That means you can move around. You can get out the pocket. You can do this. But do you have accuracy? Are you going to make the right throw? Are you not going to make mistakes? You know what I'm saying? Or are you gonna keep your eyes down the field while you're scrambling? You know what I'm saying? That's things you got to understand. I don't know if everybody can do that, and I don't know if Trey Lance could do that because I haven't seen it in the NFL. You could probably do it in college, but in college, if you're really good, you stand out amongst all your peers. You stand out.
Well, Trey Lance did stand out in the
No,
conference
but
that he
guess what? So that's what I'm saying. When you're in that conference, and did he even come from a big school?
Trey,
I don't think he came from a big school. So that gives you more. That gives you more right there. Because Trey Lance didn't. Yes, he didn't come from a big school because he didn't even play his senior year because of COVID. Yeah, I think he went to like Google that. Google that. Because I just want to make sure that I'm correct.
I'm doing it now.
But Garoppolo, we've seen he's taking that team to a Super Bowl. Yes, he lost, but he's taking that.
He graduated from
North Dakota State.
North Dakota State University.
There you go. And his last senior year, he didn't play because of COVID. So, Nick, if you ball in North Dakota State, that's the same school that Christian Watson came out of, that the Green Bay Packers just picked up. So, like I said, you shining amongst you balling against your peers. You balling against your peers you're not even in a great conference. So that's why I said you got to see what's going to happen. I got to see what Trey Lance is going to do against NFL players that run the same thing that he runs and are 100 pounds heavier than him. And they coming down on you. Yeah, Garoppolo can't run. But at the end of the day, Garoppolo can still win you games, and we all know that. Trey Lance, do you know if Trey Lance can win you games yet?
No, we don't know that.
So you're really gonna put a guy, you like you said, he's paying how much? 28 million. You got to pay him 28 million. You're gonna put him on the bench for a rookie that's not getting paid nothing.
If he's better and he gives you the better chance to win, yes. If he doesn't give you the better chance to win, no.
But Phil, let me ask you this. So you're paying a guy $28 million and you're putting him on the bench. That's what you're doing? It's like saying you work as a bench.
Okay, I understand it. I get where you're coming from. But if that quarterback, for instance, let's just use Baker Mayfield. If Baker Mayfield outplays Sam Darnold, you have to think about the chip. At the end of the day, what is the objective? Every season is to get to the chip. Can Jimmy G lead them to a chip? Can Trey Lance lead them to a chip?
So let me ask you a question there, since you're saying all this. Do you think Baker Mayfield can take it to a chip? No.
He can get you as far as he can with the consistency that
he's gonna get you as far as Sam Darnold's gonna get you. Because you're not getting there. You're not getting there.
I don't agree.
You're not getting there.
Hold on. I don't think that Sam Darnold will make it to the playoffs.
Papo, at the end of the day, they both ain't gonna get it to the chip. So you're doing the same shit.
What's the difference between? All right, hold on. Let's go there. You know what the difference between Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield is? What? Sam Darnold has experience in the playoffs. He has a win in the playoffs. Sam Darnold doesn't.
Okay, that's fine.
He has all that. But he has experience.
Okay. So Carolina wins. The division.
No, I don't think they'll win the division, but I think they might make the wild card. They can. They'll compete for the wild card. Who's even in their division? Tampa's in their division, right?
Tampa, New Orleans, and Atlanta.
I think they might go number 2. I can see them maybe going number 2. Hold on.
What they ended up last year?
I'll tell you right now. Hold
on. We could kill this noise real quick, bro. We're gonna kill this noise real quick.
So it's so their division is Tampa, New Orleans, and Atlanta.
I told you that. We already discussed that.
Yeah. Okay, so
what they came in last year?
The record last year was this is their overall.
Come on, bro. You gotta have these things up and going, bro. You got to
listen, we're going on the fly here. Bro, they finished dead last year.
And that. So, and how many
That
wins they
was
had?
for Sam Darnold.
How many? And Sam Darnold didn't even play the whole year.
That is
He got benched.
yeah, he did get benched. He got benched for Cam.
Yeah.
So again, I don't think it matters with Sam Darnold specifically. Yeah, I don't think that matters because either way, you're gonna. Yeah, I think that now the thing is Atlanta got a lot better, and we got to see what the quarterback competition comes out with there because I think they drafted Patrick Willis or Willis.
Wow,
Right?
that was Rosario with a home run, back-to-back home runs. Atlanta, that pinga.
Atlanta has Willis, and then they have Marcus Mariota.
The fan ain't working.
They start a new age over there.
Oh yeah. They have they have they have Ryder there too, or is it Ryder? Oh, they have Buddy from from Cincinnati that they drafted. Desmond. That's who they picked up. Where did Willis end up?
What I miss, guys?
You missed 2 back-to-back home runs by Atlanta Braves.
Malik Willis.
And then we're talking, and then we're talking about we're still talking about this Baker Mayfield situation. Baker Mayfield is not gonna take it to a chip, bro.
He'll get you further than Sam Darnold.
You're not getting to a chip with Sam Darnold either, so it doesn't make a difference.
I don't know. We'll see.
No, you're not. Phil, you're trying to make content, and the content is not working. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
You don't. But I'm sorry, but you don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll see. That conference is only one team in that division. Do you think?
They came in last place? So what was the record last year? The record was what?
They're 5-12, but with again Sam Darnold.
Okay, with Baker. So when Baker
and they benched him for Cam Newton, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, and how many did Cam Newton win?
I don't think he won it. Okay,
so the 5 games that they won was
going back to Sam.
Okay, so the 5 games that he won was Sam Darnold, and he didn't even play a full season. So there you go.
Didn't Cam go to the Super Bowl or the?
Yeah, but we ain't talking about that. We're not talking about Superman Cam. We're not talking about Superman. We're not talking about old man Cam.
Jesus.
But listen.
Be specific with things, bro.
If he won 5 games for you last season and he didn't even play a full season, how many more games you think Baker Mayfield is gonna win for you? How many more games? If he won 5, how many more games you think you're winning? You think you're winning 4 more games? So you're going 9 and 8?
Maybe you never know.
Maybe.
If you go 9 and 8, what are you in your division?
What if Christian McCaffrey stays healthy?
And stays healthy.
What if he gives him a full season?
Because remember, he wasn't healthy last season.
That's a big if. That's a big if. He's on a contract year, so he might stay healthy this year.
Well, he better.
Numbers this year. Watch.
We were talking about this earlier, so I think he finds a way to stay healthy this year so he can make that big money because he's still on that rookie contract right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Listen, so the Panthers open against the Browns. They play the Giants.
And you think Baker Mayfield is gonna stick it to the Browns week 1?
Hold on. Against Brisket, yeah. Against Jacoby Brissett, yeah, maybe.
And you think that the Browns defense is good? They don't have a shit defense.
Good, yes, but
Jacoby's gonna hand off. Jacoby's gonna be handed to Chubb. Hey, here you go, Chubb. Hey, Chubb, here you go. Here's another one for you, Chubb.
All right.
You need
All right. So let's move on.
Chubb. Hey, Chubb, you need a break. Hey, Kareem Hunt, here you go. Here's one for you.
Carolina.
Hold on, but Carolina got Chubb. Carolina got that young running back Chubb, and they have McCaffrey too if McCaffrey stays healthy. So they got a 1-2 if they're healthy.
But,
You say the same thing.
but-
Now, like I said before, is the offensive line good? That I don't know. I'm not. I don't really follow
the Browns have one of the best ones.
No, I'm not talking about the Browns. I'm talking about the Panthers. I'm not talking about the Browns. I know the Browns' offensive line is a really good offensive line. So I think the Panthers may be mid of the pack when it comes to their offensive line. But you open against the Browns, which I think and they're at home. So I think that they could beat the Browns at home. Then you follow up with away at the Giants, which that's another toss up. Then you play the Saints. I think that they may get their first loss against the Cardinals. October 2nd. It's possible. I'm not saying that it's probable, but it's possible. Because then I think they play the 49ers, so I think they go 2 losses there.
Given
2
Sunday.
losses with the Rams.
Given Sunday.
Say it again.
Any given Sunday.
100%. So they have
the Panthers. Brissett.
Brissett. I know.
It's not a lot of things. Can he win that game?
Can he manage it to win?
Hey, but he got protection. He got Chubb. He gets Kareem back. Maybe. I don't think Kareem is going to be ready. I think for game 1.
Well, Chubb is enough. Chubb.
They
got the other guy. They had the backup to Chubb that he balled one night. I forgot his name. Well, Kareem was hurt.
You just gotta see, But
yeah, like 100 yards, I think that game.
We'll see. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Tough to say.
It could set up to be a matchup of.
Aren't they a division game?
Baker versus sticking it to Cleveland. It could. They might. They're gonna boost that shit for that. They're gonna boost that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Like I said, it just depends on if everybody stays healthy. So it's gonna be interesting.
Everybody's healthy. NFL is gonna boost the shit out of that game.
Oh, dude! What if Baker wins that starting job? That Carolina game against the Browns is gonna be like I said earlier. Get your popcorn ready because it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a good game. It's another position I can see. Another position battle I can see unfolding too is the one in Atlanta. So it depends on what happens there too, because they did draft that quarterback from Cincinnati, Ryder. They did draft him, and then you have Mariota. So Mariota's trying to win another starting job.
Well, we know that's not going to happen.
I don't think so either. But so it's going to be that rookie quarterback playing with Pitts. And then they lost this guy for another year, so he's out under suspension. No, Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, he's still under suspension.
Yeah, I think isn't it the whole year?
Yes, the whole season for the gambling. So he's going to be gone for the entire year.
Big old dummy.
Yeah, that was
dumb.
That was,
you know what? He just got caught. And
yeah.
Another case. There's a lot of NFL players that.
Yeah, but you don't bet under your own name, bro. Like he was doing.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree with that. I mean, you can.
You have your brother bet or something.
Well, they did draft Drake London, so that's going to be interesting too at the wide receiver position. So they have a couple good pieces there. They picked up Brian Edwards. They have obviously Pitts, Cordell Patterson, which you can use in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
So they have a couple of pieces on offense.
Carolina going to be better than them?
Well, Carolina got DJ Moore, and if this guy's healthy, McCaffrey, you have McCaffrey. So you have a couple key pieces and then you have Anderson that stretches the field. So you have some pieces.
But can you even throw the ball that deep? with an offensive line that Burley keeps him up.
Again, it's we have the same question with our Dolphins. So
Oh, let's talk about that.
it works both ways. I mean, it depends on the offensive line play. Like Joe said, Poseidon says all the time, can they block? If they can block, it's possible. If they
Yeah,
don't,
that's why I say I ain't gonna say nothing about the Dolphins because right now all the little preseason, all the little throwing around with Tua and Tyreek Hill with no offensive line. You
hey,
just
you know what's funny? You know what's funny? You say that.
that looks
Yeah.
cute. It looks cute.
Let me ask you a
Ain't under
question.
the rest.
Man. Well, let me ask you a question. How many videos are out right now with the Packers throwing to receivers? I don't think they have any.
Because that shit don't mean nothing. Because
It
that shit
does.
don't mean
But
nothing.
if you go to the blog, bro, there's plenty of videos.
But like I said, there's like I said, that don't mean nothing. When you're doing it with nobody covering you and you just running around and you're just doing it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that shit looks nice. Oh my God, Tua throws a nice ball. Okay, but what happens when you under duress and you already got hit like 5 times already? You already got hit 5 times.
But I think I do think Tua
You're
will.
gonna keep stepping up in that pocket.
I think he takes the next step this year. I really think so. I'm not gonna doubt him. They set him up for it, and this year is no excuse.
So what is it? You guys are a pass team first besides a run team?
I don't think so. I think with the amount of running backs that we have,
You're not going to know what we're going to run. Either we're going to run or
But you got okay, but you got all these backs. But are you confident in any of these backs to be productive?
Well, I mean, are you confident in any back in the league? What back are you confident in? A lot of the backs get injured, so you have to really have plenty of running backs. You got to have depth at that position because
they did a good job.
What I'm trying to say, if you ain't got no running game, and then your offensive line, let's say it gets a little bit better, but then the run game doesn't work, and then the defense starts pulling their ears back and start putting that pressure on Tua. Is Tua going to be able to make those throws? Is Tua going to keep stepping up and making those throws after he keeps getting hit hard? Because he's a small body. Is he going to keep doing it or he going to fold? That's what we got to see. Because, yeah, you can have all these receivers, but if you ain't got the time to throw to them, what does it do? What does it really do to you guys? It don't benefit. On paper, it looks good, but on the field, it better translate to something very productive.
I think it will. I'm very optimistic.
Why my shit going in and out, man? I lost you guys.
I'm not
Well,
sure.
we're still here. I can still hear you.
Yo.
But if not, you could definitely catch us, after the podcast, and you could replay the video as many times as you want. You could actually fast forward 10 seconds, 15 seconds, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I'm really optimistic that Tua will make that leap. I do feel that the O-line will get better, knowing that you got a veteran in there, that it's a proven veteran.
Yeah.
As long as they stay healthy, people stay healthy, and you're blocking your quarterback, I definitely think Tua could have a good year. I think he could throw at least maybe 4,000, 35 to 4,000 yards this season.
Doable.
Maybe more. Yeah, I mean,
So who do you got over 1,000 receiving yards?
What was that?
Who do you have over 1,000 receiving yards?
Um,
Are you going to pull an Iceman?
I could see Tyreek having another 1,000-yard season because it's Tyreek Hill. I could maybe see Jalen Waddle maybe getting close to 1,000 yards. I don't think he'll, I think the way the offense is designed, I think that slot is going to benefit a lot more. I think the slot will benefit. The 3 and 4s will benefit a lot more off the offense because either you got to double Tyreek or you got a double huddle. So I think that slot receiver is a very important position.
Yeah, for real.
And I could see it maybe the slot position exceeding the expectations they need to exceeding the expectation. And I said exceeding. Jesus Christ. Well, he's trying to talk proper. No, that's not your vocabulary.
Yeah, man. I do have Tyreek and Waddle both receive over 1,000 yards receiving. But I have Jasicki just under 700 yards. And then it trickles down from there. And I have him at about 3,500 to 4,000 yards as well.
I could see him, but I do not see Gesicki getting 1,000 yards.
I don't see him. I see him like 700, 800, which is what he normally does.
I think I do see him, but that's a good number for a
That's
tight
a good number. That's a great number for a tight end.
I do need that. I do want to see more touchdowns from him because he should be a major red zone threat when you're in the red zone.
Yeah, definitely more which would be great. We'll see now with this new with McDaniels if he's going to utilize him more like a George Kittle. Where they're going to stretch the field more, more like posts and flag routes, stuff like that, more in the end zone, more like under some curls and stuff like that. But we'll see what they do. I don't, I'm hoping because I want to see Jasicki get extended. So, I am a Jasicki fan, so I like him as a tight end. I wish he'd block better. But I like his upside in the sense of his hands, his height and his speed. So I'm hoping that they extend him.
There's any more upside for him. I think he's reached his mark. And I don't see any more upside. He just needs to produce more touchdowns, and he could have the same exact yardage. Again, he's not a Travis Kelce, he's not a George Kittle.
No,
but he needs to exceed more in the red zone.
No, 100%. No, that I do agree. He needs to see more opportunities in the end zone, and he has to have more success in the end zone because I'm not sure exactly what the ratio was with attempts. I think he had 15 attempts all year, but he only ended up with 2 touchdowns. So I would like to see him come down with more passes in the end zone because I know he had a couple that went through his hands. So there's different things like that. So, but I do see, like I said, I do see Tyreek reaching 1,000. I do see Waddle reaching over 1,000. It's going to be kind of hard to pick and choose as a defense to who to cover, when to cover, double cover. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Coming down right now, pouring over here.
Oh, really?
I already passed us over here, so we good.
Definitely, I think we should try a MiamiFanTalk fantasy. Maybe put it out there. Maybe people who are out there could join the fantasy. I know we do our fantasies, and I believe soon we're going to be talking about fantasy.
Yeah, 100%. Man. Well, that'd be a lot of fun to have a
It'd be actually be very cool to actually do a live
chat,
a live draft on a podcast.
Draft.
It'll
have to be 10.
And the chat will be in the building. You know what I'm saying? I have my heavyweight belt. You know what I'm saying? Ready?
Listen. That's the champ for the Miami Gardens.
Fantasy. Hey, that's all that matters. That's the only fantasy that matters right there.
That's Miami Gardens.
That's the only fantasy that matters right there. Miami Gardens.
No. Because I about my league, and y'all were like, oh no, but that's that league. This is Miami Gardens. You won Miami Gardens. I give you that. You got the belt. You got the chip. You got the discount double check.
Back to back Super Bowl runs. Lost the first season, won the second season. That's what we do.
You're right.
That's what we do. Had the MVP fantasy player.
We won't have
Super Cup. Oh yeah, because you guys didn't count Scala's Yeah,
I had a fantasy player of the year, bro.
Nobody played
Cooper
him.
Kupp.
Maybe
Cooper
not.
Kupp.
Maybe not an ESPN. Maybe not an ESPN fantasy, but maybe we could do a special edition on Sundays with Miami Fan Talk Fan Duel, where people are able to join
And give their insight who they think they should start this week.
yeah. Well, we're gonna do that during the week.
Because Willie and Phil need that.
Hey, listen, Will's still gonna draft Gronk.
DraftKings, or maybe even DraftKings.
Will's gonna draft Gronk in the second round this year.
I know DraftKings, and then we can announce the winner. Here on the podcast show.
You're gonna pick Kelsey first round and Gronk second round. He coming back. Watch. He coming back midway through the season. Watch me, boy. Watch. He coming back. I had to pick him up so nobody get him. That's the strategy. See, I'm thinking with my head. That's what Will will say.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Quick talk, quick fantasy talk. Since we're talking fantasy talk, so who's the number one running back on the board right now?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Christian McCaffrey's healthy again.
Derrick
Derrick Henry healthy.
Between Henry and Taylor.
Can't forget about
Taylor.
Derrick Henry, John Taylor, and J.K. Dobbins.
Ooh, yeah, Dobbins is back too. Dobbins is back.
I respect that. I like that.
So who you getting?
Well, it depends what pick I get.
All three are available. Which are you getting?
Last year I was the last pick, and I still made it to the playoffs. Some of these chumps out here were first and second round picks and didn't make it to the playoffs. But all this strategic move.
Who was that?
But I was a champion in my other league. I was a champion in my PPR league. I came back from the bottom and took over. My boy Willie Beeman, though, as a witness. His boy took off. So you already know. Even though I ain't win one, I went on the other. So
it doesn't matter. Bro, you still didn't answer the question. You still didn't answer the question. I don't care if you made the playoffs. I want to know who you picking. Who
will be my first?
Already, no, Poseidon. He's already strategizing.
You know who I'm picking up for my first pick?
That's what he's trying to figure out.
If I had a chance, are you talking PPR or standard?
The same one we play.
Okay, you thought standard. All right.
Yeah, who you picking? If you had to choose out of those three, who you picking? Since you're saying those are the top three.
I'm going JT, baby.
You going JT? All right.
He that boy right there. I think he can actually have a better year than Derrick Henry.
You got Carson Wentz. You got Carson Wentz now under the helm.
So he had a better
Not Carson Wentz. Matt Ryan.
He had a better year than Derrick Henry.
They look the same.
Henry went down.
No, they did that.
Game week 9, Derrick Henry was the leader in rush. Game week 9.
Yeah. I think he was the leader all the way up to like week 11, even being out.
I don't think he made it to week 11. He would have had more yards than what he had.
Something like that. I know he wasn't even playing.
No, he made it to 900 yards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. And but what week did he go out?
I think it was like week 8, week 9.
That's what I'm saying. So, but there was like 2 weeks where he was still the number one rusher, even being out.
Getting Derrick Henry, bro. I'm picking if Derrick Henry's out there, bro, and he's listening to this. I'm picking him up.
You know who I'm picking?
That injury he had.
Tannehill don't got nobody to throw to.
That's true. That is absolutely true. That's absolutely true.
They're gonna rely on him again. Well, remember, now there's gonna be a quarterback battle there. Well, there might be. Remember, they have Willis. They drafted Willis in the third round.
Yeah, but he probably gonna sit. Unless Tannehill goes garbage or gets hurt.
Ooh, well, knowing Tannehill, he might go
They bring in Willis. Who Willis gonna throw to, bro? You make it seem like they bring in a quarterback. He got somebody to throw to.
Let's see who they're gonna throw to.
He ain't Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, but respect the name, though, bro. 100. Respect that name, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wait, hold on. They got They got Robert Woods.
Yeah, they got from the.
They got Robert Woods.
Robert Woods coming
No,
up.
but he's coming, bro. But he's
I
coming
know,
off of he's coming off of an injury though, so we don't even know how he's gonna look.
And they drafted Traylon Burks from Arkansas.
Yeah, that's the guy that they gave up AJ Brown for.
Watch out for that boy right there.
They have Josh Malone from the Jets that they brought over. Des Fitzpatrick, who they drafted last season from Louisville.
Okay.
They have a young wide receiver core. They have Kyle Phillips, who's also somebody that they brought in from it looks like UCLA. Mason Kinsley, which is another it looks like another young wide receiver, 5'10", 198. So he's definitely a rookie from the 2020 draft. So he's about 2 years in. So they have a young wide receiver core, is what it looks like. They have a very young wide receiver core. So I mean, with the veteran help of Robert Woods, with his guidance, even though he's coming off an injury, so he might be ready like maybe week 2, week 3, because he got hurt mid-season. It could work. They might be fine. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they'll replace AJ Brown, but I think they'll do okay. Where they'll still come out in the playoffs. Maybe because I mean, who are they going to compete with? All they're competing with is Indianapolis.
Hey, just to end with
I catch y'all boys to the next episode.
All right, bro. Easy. Cool. Just one more thing before we wrap this up.
Yep, 100%.
Derrick Henry. What do you think would be his projected contract? Coming up.
He's going to be the highest paid running back.
He has to.
He's going to be the highest paid running back.
In history, do you think Jonathan Taylor can make a statement for that?
Well, it for both, it goes the same thing. They can't get hurt.
How many years would you sign him for as a running back? You already know.
The highest paid running back is averaging $16 million a year, and that's Christian McCaffrey.
Okay.
According to Pro Football Network.
Which right now it's overpaid because he can't stay healthy.
He can't stay healthy. And it's a 4-year contract.
What would you give
this year?
Because you know in the 305 and in the 954, they play some football. And
$64 million.
They got some hell of a coaches down here. Right?
Right.
Derrick Henry. What would be your projection?
Well, he's gonna be looking for over $64 million because that's what Christian signed for. So he's gonna look for something over $64 million. So it's probably gonna be around 70, 70, 75, or maybe 6, maybe I would say 70 million. I would say 70 million, and then Jonathan Taylor's gonna probably shoot for like 74, 72, around there. They're gonna start pushing into the 70s for running backs, which is crazy because like you said, that running back that position is so aggressive and so demanding on your body. Where there are more injuries, they're more injury prone. So to be paying $70 million for a player that you might not have.
Now, he's going to be a free agent in 2024. Okay?
I'm sorry, say it again.
He's going to be a free agent, an unrestricted free agent in 2024. Does he resign with Tennessee, or does he go elsewhere?
If they don't give him the money he wants, he'll go elsewhere.
Somebody will give him
that money. Yeah, somebody will.
Somebody will.
It's the Dolphins.
He's projected to make almost $15 million this year.
Yeah, he's at 12.5. But you see, even him, he signed a 4-year.
It's a signing bonus for $3 million. So
he signed. Actually, no, he already got re-signed.
Yeah, no. He got an extension.
An extension?
No, not even an extension. They restructured his contract. They restructured his contract in 2021. But he becomes an unrestricted free agent in 2024. Meaning
Yeah, but
That's payday. That's next year. The next 2
no,
years.
it might be next season. They might look to extend him then over waiting until 2024, where you risk testing. I don't hear you, Joe. I don't hear you.
I'm not talking.
Oh, there you go. Now you. Well, it's like going to know.
But please,
Yeah. So it's.
he will not be a Tennessee Titan after 2024. I can guarantee you.
I think they're gonna make, especially if he comes back healthy, and he balls out next season. I think that they end up re-signing him in 2023. I don't think they're gonna wait until 2024. That'd be dumb, because then you test. Then, depending on the market, depending on who's available that season on the free agency, what the contracts look like, he can get, if let's say he's the only running back coming out, like a decent running back, he can probably double what he's making. Like what they're gonna offer him.
I forgot to mention all those quarterbacks out of those running backs. Etienne from the Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
Yeah, expect him to have not another, but to see what he can do. I think he tore his ACL.
Yeah, he tore his ACL in training camp, I think.
We'll see what happens, because he's young and he tore it young. It's not the same, when
he's gonna ball. And that's another team that has like a two-headed monster, because they have Robinson still.
I'm not too much sold on Robinson.
I'm not sold on him, but he's a decent back.
He's a backup.
He's a good back, exactly, but it's a good 1-2 combo.
I'm sorry.
Say it again.
I just wanted to hear Willie's thoughts on.
Yeah, Willie, come on. You've been quiet for a little while.
I've just been listening,
bro. I can tell you what. Before you get on here, I saw me.
Listen, we'll discuss that after 9 o'clock.
It is 9 o'clock.
It is 9 o'clock. It's 9:07.
I'm gonna be signing off.
Yeah, I'm signing off, guys. It was a pleasure. It was always fun. Tune in Friday. We're gonna have episode 5. We're gonna have that recap of that time. Well, we hope to have that recap of the Tyreek Hill Waddle podcast.
It's tomorrow, right?
I think so. It's either tomorrow or Friday. So, we should have some fun with that, guys. So, have a great week. We'll see you guys Friday.
And don't forget to hit the like button.
Yes, sir.
Subscribe to the channel, guys. Please. We're gonna get this better. We're gonna make sure we're gonna work on some new things. And
I'm looking to do a drawing. I might be putting up some memorabilia for a drawing to help us to help some people out. So we're gonna have some fun with this. So I got some things coming. We'll work on it. We'll keep growing. Low budget productions, but we're getting there little by little. Every day.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Well, it was a pleasure. I'll see you guys on Friday, guys. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Miami.
Rough baller on the track, boy.